I'm happy to report that we made substantial progress between the United States and China in the very important trade talks.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Sunday U.S. officials reached a deal with China to cut the trade deficit. He offered optimism and promised more details to come after 2 days of negotiations concluded in Geneva.
Uh, we will be giving details tomorrow, uh, but I can tell you that the talks were productive.
Neither Bessent nor U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer took questions from reporters. The meeting was the first face to face interaction between senior U.S. and Chinese economic officials since U.S. President Donald Trump took office.
We're talking about a tariff of 10% on China based on the fact that they're sending fentanyl to Mexico and Canada.
Trump launched a global tariff blitz that started with declaring a national emergency over the U.S. fentanyl crisis and imposing a new 20% tariff on Chinese goods in February. The president then followed with a 34% reciprocal duty on Chinese imports in April, and subsequent rounds pushed the rates into triple digits, bringing nearly $600 billion in two-way trade to a standstill. China had insisted that tariffs be lowered in any talks.
China says in order to have substantive negotiations, you have to bring down your 145% tariffs. Are you open to pulling back your tariffs in order to get China to the negotiating table?
No.
Trump said on Friday that an 80% tariff on Chinese goods, quote, seems right, suggesting for the first time a specific reduction target. Ambassador Greer said the talks had moved the two sides forward.
Just remember why we're here in the first place, since the United States has a massive $1.2 trillion trade deficit. So the president declared a national emergency and imposed tariffs. So we're confident that the deal we struck with our Chinese partners will help us to work toward resolving that national emergency.
A White House press release that simply repeated Bessent's and Greer's brief comments with no details ran the headline, U.S. announces China trade deal in Geneva.